Assalamualaikum, my dear beloved students. It's me, Rashidul Haq, your Bangladesh and Global Studies teacher. As you already know that Akis Foundation School and College started to provide online classes for the students. Okay, as a part of online classes, today I am going to take a class on chapter 8, lesson 2 and 3. Okay, let's start. In our previous class last day we learned about lesson 1. What's lesson 1 about? It's about social assets. Today we learn about lesson 2 and lesson 3, which includes national assets and more national assets. National assets. In lesson 2 we have to learn about what is national assets and the examples. Say for example, roads, railways and bridges. Why roads, railways and bridges are called national assets? National assets. National assets are those which are built by government for our use. What is national asset? National assets are those which are built by government for our use. And who paid for the resources? Who paid for the resources? The state pays for these resources from the taxes. We pay to the government. So indirectly we paid for the resources. We paid our taxes and revenues. So the government bid to use by us. Roads. There are 3 examples of national assets. Number 1, roads. Number 2, roads. Number 2, railways. Number 3, bridges. So we have to learn. We learn now that why roads, railways and bridges are called national assets. Okay. Government builds and repairs roads. As we know from the definition of national assets, government build the assets for using by us. Okay, so roads are built by government. And what are the uses of roads? Right. Number 1, it help us to travel between places. Number 2, goods are transported by using roads. Number 3, private company also provides buses and lorries to use the roads. Not only the roads are built by the government, but also we use it for different purposes. That's why roads are national asset. Now it's point to the railways. Railways is one of our national asset. We have many miles long railways. Uses of railways. Number 1, people use it to travel. Number 2, goods are also transported by the railways. Railways are public property. That means government makes it for the people. As government creates and maintains railways for the people, so railway are another national asset. Bridges. Bangladesh is a riverine country, right? So we need many bridges over rivers. Without bridges, we can't move, we can't pass the river very fast. We may use boat or ferries, but it's take too much time to cross the river. But bridge, in that case, bridges help us to cross the river very fast. Okay, some bridges are small while the others are very big. We use bridges to cross the river. Some of the bridges are: number 1, Bangabandhu Bridge. Number 2, China Friendship Bridge. Number 3, Lalun Shah Bridge. And number 4, Podda Bridge. Podda Bridge isn't finished yet. It's in under construction. If we see the picture 1 represents Bangabandhu Bridge. Picture 2, China Friendship Bridge. Picture 3, Lalun Shah Bridge. And picture 4, Podda Bridge, which is in the picture says that in under construction. Government built bridges for making life easier for the people. People means you, we, all of us makes the people. On basis of that ground, bridges are national assets. It's all about lesson 2. From lesson 2, we learned that what is national asset, why roads, railways and bridges are called national asset. Now we learn about lesson 3, which represents more national assets. Here are why natural resources are called national assets, why water, gas, electricity, forest, plant, etc. are natural assets, but why they are included in national assets. Let's start. Water. Sources of water. If we see the picture, first of all, rain is the main source of water, then rivers, then springs. We get waters from that resources, right? Uses at home. How do we use water at our home? Number 1, drinking. Number 2, cooking. Number 3, washing. Distribution of clean water through pipes. In our towns, offices and factories, clean water through pipes are distributed by the government, by the authority. Okay. Uses of water. Above all, water is used in our daily life, in our daily living, and without that purpose in many other purpose. Now it's come to the point of forest. Forest or plant are another national asset as well as natural resources. Forest gives us wood for building, fruits for eating, shelter to wild animals. What forest do? Forest gives us food, fruits for eating, wood for building and shelter to wild animals. Next one is gas. Gas is a valuable resource, comes from ground. From where gas comes? Gas comes from ground. Gas is used for number 1, heat, number 2, cooking, number 3, transport, number 4, industrial factories. In case of transportation, CNG, compressed natural gas, is used to fill our cars, our buses, our scooters, etc. In that way, gas is used for transportation. Next one is electricity. In our mind, a question arises. Meanwhile, what is electricity, right? Electricity is or made by the natural forces behind wind and water. How electricity made? Electricity is made by the natural forces behind wind and water. It is used for lighting, cooking, running televisions and computers, industrial manufacturing. So it's all about national assets and more national assets. Now here a question arises. Though water, forest, gas, electricity are natural resources, but why they are included in national assets, right? It's included into national assets because government makes management for us to use, to supply. So that's why they are called national assets as well as natural assets. If we summarize our today's class and previous class, we learn about social and national assets. First of all, we learn about what is assets. Secondly, we learn what is social assets, then what is national assets, and we also learn some examples of social assets, some examples of national assets, and we also learn that why they are included into social assets or others are included into national assets. No more today. It's all about today's class. See you in next class. Till then, be safe. Thank you.